Moving on to GBPUSD, we can see on the daily time frame we've got that break of structure in towards the upside, and this is the current swing range that we're trading within. Now we have liquidated one of the major lows within this overall impulse. We then switched bullish by breaking the supply zone, but we failed to put in a new higher high and have since traded down lower, creating a nice internal break of structure. So after this internal break of structure, it does make sense that we're seeing this upside price action. We have now made a connection to this supply zone, and that could just be what is going to sell price back down towards the lows. However, we won't have confirmation of that until we start seeing that lower time frame trend form. It would also make sense though to take some points of liquidity. We haven't had a liquidation and there is no liquidity within this overall impulse, and therefore often these supply zones are sell or buyers traps. So we just need to see how price reacts at these levels. If we go down onto the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we've had this break of structure in towards the downside over here. We've got our swing low and we've got our swing high. Now from a 4-hour perspective, we have liquidated this high. We have this demand zone in control, and then if we break this demand zone, we can look at a short position from the newly created supply zone once we get that retracement back into it. If we don't see that and we see price come up again, breaking the high, I'll then be looking at one of these points of liquidity up here to then be that fuel to then push price back down towards the lows again. It's a bit of a waiting game. There's two options here. We can either take a short after we break this zone, or we can look at taking a short once we've liquidated this high over here. You could even, if it gets to that high, just almost set a risk entry with your stop above the high, and then just targeting that new lower low, like so.